Well, once again, thank you very much indeed. Now, you know, it is the 48th series, and we've been around a long time.
We have.
But
Nearly 20 years now.
Well, no, but you know, Carol, there are still some confused people out there.
Are there?
And I worry for them, really.
I worry for us.
Well, I worry for you, of course I do. But I worry, you know, because I like to be a friend of all, really. But I think, well, here's a chap called Bob Moffat. He calls himself the Moffat of Mansfield. He's a confused guy. He's emailed. I mean, he can work the email, which is a good thing to be able to work it.
More than you can do.
Well, switch it on. All those things that we cannot find your server, or you are not connected. Or I can't do it.
Just read it out.
Oh, anyway, countdowns run by two lovely lasses, at whom all young men should make passes. There's Whiteley and Vord. She's the one on the board. Oh, and I think I might need some new glasses. And here's one that's got it right. He's not. This one now really sees the light, this chap here. John Head of Rainham in Essex. Dear Richard, I'm sick and tired of all those sad gits who love to keep moaning about your 3 bits. You call them 3 halves as a bit of a joke because, my dear Dickie, you're that sort of bloke. Well, exactly. He gets it, doesn't he?
He gets it.
He gets it. And I tell you now who's got it. She's got the champion's chair after a terrific game. And here she is, well and truly in that chair. Welcome, Grace Page and challenger Margaret Goldsmith. Well done to you, Grace. She came on yesterday because we hadn't got a champion, so she was up against Colin Richards, and it was a marvellous game. 108 points. 108 points on her first day with us, so that's the measure of Grace. She comes from York and is retired school secretary. A lot of your former pupils will be watching.
There may be, yes.
They'll be saying, oh, there's Miss Page, or Mrs. Page. Doing well, looking well, and enjoying it.
Yes.
Yes, that's the main thing. Well, I know Margaret Goldsmith is going to enjoy it because she's come a heck of a long way. She's come from Menheniot in Cornwall, which is telling me is near Liscard. It's a long way from Cornwall to Leeds. I tell her I've never been to Cornwall, and she says, well, I've never been to Leeds. So here we are. We'll call it quits, shall we? Yes. Anyway, I'm very glad you're here. She's married with 3 sons and 4 grandchildren, and she's now retired after spending many years working also at a school, and she was a school finance secretary. It's funny we've got 2 ladies of a similar profession sitting here. She likes watching cricket. Oh, you don't mind when countdown goes off here. You rub your hands when it goes off here, eh? When cricket comes on. She likes painting and looking after her grandchildren. She also says she loves Chinese food, but she's hoping that the only duck she'll be scoring today will come with pancakes and plum sauce. So good luck to her. Newcomer Margaret Goldsmith. Well, last time our G's of the D came up with the 8-letter word truanted. Well, if they haven't bunked off today, they surely won't do that because, as you will realise, by the next 45 minutes, they're in a class of their own. Welcome back, Richard Sampson and Milk Monitor Joan Bakewell.
Hello there. Hello.
Been to Cornwall much, Joan?
Sorry?
Been to Cornwall much?
Oh, yes, I love Cornwall. It's tremendous. Bleak, parts of it, but very, very grand.
Yeah,
Craggy.
they've got that lovely thing with roofs now. What's it called?
The Eden Project.
The
Oh,
Eden
the Eden
Project.
Project, yes, that's sensational.
The thing with roofs. Sorry.
Well, the point about it, it doesn't really have roofs. It has these great balloons. It's fabulous, isn't it?
Right, I think I shall stop being a tourist guide and resume my proper job. Now, Grace, you can resume your position as champion, and off you go.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Grace. W.
And another one.
D.
And a third.
G.
A vowel, please.
A.
A second one.
E.
And another one.
And A.
A consonant.
T.
Another one.
L.
And another one, please.
And M.
Okay, folks, here we go. right, Grace.
Only 6.
Only 6. Margaret.
Only 5.
Only 5. What's the only 5 then, please?
Gleam.
Gleam, yes, Grace.
Damage.
Damage. Damage for the only 6 gets 6 points.
Yes, we can't go beyond 6. Damage, we have malted and 5 adage. No, it's not yielded very much, this one.
No, it hasn't, has it really?
No.
No. So, well, let's move on quickly to the next round with Margaret's letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Margaret. R,
And another,
P,
and a third,
D,
and a fourth.
V,
Vowel, please.
U,
And another,
I,
and another.
O,
Consonant, please.
G,
And another vowel.
and E.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay, Margaret.
7.
Right. Grace.
7.
Margaret 7.
Provide.
Provide. The Lord will provide. Grace.
Grouped.
Grouped. Grouped and provide.
Yes, we got grouped, we got provide, and we've also got, well, I didn't get, but we've got something here that's...
Pirogue. I think it's come up on Countdown before. It's a long, narrow canoe made from a single tree trunk, but it's still only 7.
Okay, just spell that for Carol, please. 'Cause It's
P-I-R-
a long time since you went in a canoe.
Pirogue.
It's the sort of thing you only know about if you come on Countdown.
About pirogue.
Or you've been in a canoe in the Caribbean.
Yes. Good. Right. Well, 13 and 7 we have. So let's now move on to round 3 with Grace to choose.
Consonant, please.
F,
And another one.
P,
And another one.
R,
And a vowel.
I,
Another one.
O,
And a third.
A,
And a consonant.
H,
Another one.
T,
And a vowel.
and E.
Yes, madam. Here we go. All right, Grace.
Save 6.
Save 6, Margaret.
6.
Here, the save 6.
Father.
Father. Margaret.
Father.
Father. Yes. You could have gone a bit farther, could you, Grace, if you had
I wonder if you could have fire pass.
Fire path.
Fire path.
Firepath. I'll look it up. I'm doubtful, to be honest.
No, we don't think so, really. We don't think so. You were safer with father.
Yep, you were much safer with father.
Right.
We've got other 6s, but we can't beat that. Father, pirate, prophet, words like that.
Yes. Okay. Well, 6 it is, everybody. We've tried and we haven't succeeded getting any farther. So 19 and 13. Now, Margaret, your letters, please.
Consonant, please, Carol.
C,
And another,
G,
and another,
D,
and a fourth.
B,
And a vowel, please.
A,
And another,
I,
and a third.
E,
And a consonant, please.
R,
And another consonant.
and N.
Okay. Here we go. Thank you. Margaret.
8.
Good. Now you're giving me a funny look there, Grace.
8.
It was a knowing look, I suppose, rather than a funny look. Anyway, let's find out what they are. Have the 8 from Margaret.
Birdcage.
Oh, birdcage. Birdcage. Grace?
Bearding.
Bearding. Well, those are two very good ones, aren't they? Birdcage and bearding.
Yes.
Absolutely good.
Birdcage, of course. What a nice word that is. Brained is the only. Brained is 7. No, not getting any further than that,
No.
really.
So, scores now 27 and 21, and Gracie's numbers.
1 large, 5 small, please.
Thank you, Grace. 5. The numbers then are 4, 9 and 5, 7, 6 and 50, and a target of 631.
Okay, 631 it is. Yeah, 631. Time on. Okay, well, 631 then we have for Grace.
632.
Okay, one away, obviously. Margaret.
632.
Okay, newcomer, new girl. Off you go, 632.
6 plus 7 is 13
6 plus 7 gives you 13,
times 50.
is 650.
And then 9 plus 4 plus 5. And take it away.
Is 18, yes? And take it away is 632.
Yes, Grace.
7 plus 6 is 13 times 50.
Yes.
And yes, the same way.
Exactly the same.
4
yes.
plus
You
9
just
plus 5.
should swap them around, transpose them, yeah.
Good. Okay, well now my little star, chance to shine.
Okay. You have to go a completely different way. 5 times 4 gives you 20. Add that onto the 50, that gives you 70. Multiply that by 9, that's 630. And then 7 minus 6 is 1. And add it on. 631.
Well done, you. Well done. So, 34 and 28. Now, Joan, it's all yours.
Richard, temporary jobs are a nightmare. Temporary jobs in shops by students are a nightmare. They're probably a nightmare for the students themselves because they can't get the hang of things and they don't listen when they're instructed. They're certainly a nightmare for the customers who ask this and how much is this? Are these tablets better than these tablets? Students don't know. I mentioned tablets because a friend of mine, when she was a student, took a job in a chemist's, quite a well-known chemist. You probably guessed the name. And of course, they're only there for a very short time. She wasn't on the drug counter, but she was put on photography. The point about the photographic counter is that it's always incredibly busy. People queue and queue and queue, and they bring their film, they hand over the film, the person behind the counter snatches the film, jams it in a yellow bag. It's always a yellow bag, isn't it? Yellow or orange. Seals it up, signs a chit, hands it over, and away the film goes to be processed. At the other end of the counter, someone is taking up the chits back, flicking through the film, the developed film, and handing them back. The pressure is huge, and my friend was doing all this, and suddenly someone came up with another problem and said, I got a jammed camera here, and she said, oh, there's no problem about that. Click! And she opened the camera. The customer looked aghast, I mean, truly appalled, and my friend didn't know what to do. And she thought, well, holiday snaps, 1 out of 10, film goes down, it's not too bad. Pictures of the children, naked little children in the bath, we've all taken loads of that, that'll be perfectly all right. But it was much worse than that. The woman looked at her and said, that film was the only record I have of my wedding. My friend rushed to the staff toilets and burst into tears, and they couldn't get her out. She was so appalled. Don't do it.
Yeah. I know some people who've had their wedding photographs fouled up by some reason. I have known fathers and fathers-in-law stage the wedding again.
No.
another round
To
of
the same
photos.
person, I take
Well,
it.
probably, I suppose it has to be. Okay, well, no, but having said that, students, I think it's a pity they have to work in the first place, so they can't, they can't support them, they can't be supported at university without having to go to work.
But you worked in the holidays, didn't you?
Well, the holiday work's okay, but term time work, I think, is very difficult.
I don't think they should
for
do
students.
that either.
And,
Let's make a stand.
We are. We support students on this programme.
We do.
really do. And here's one that supports us. It's a clue now for our tea time teaser, but I'm not going to give you a clue for the following reason. I quite enjoy the telegrams. I do them every day. I just wish you'd not give silly hints. Just say it's time to play. You seem to have a struggle when you give us a clue, so why not save your breath and say, and now it's up to you. Good idea from Mrs. Dunford of Camberley and Surrey. So now, it's up to you. Well, did you work it out? Yes, faculty. You've got faculty with no clues. Well done, you. Now, who's got the faculty to continue in fine style? Well, they're both about their faculties very well. 34 and 28 is the score between these two ladies. Both of them just been having a chat in the break. It's interesting because they are both school secretaries and of a similar age, and it's interesting. You've got a lot in common, have you?
Yes, I think we
Yes,
have.
just I love these coincidences. It's great fun, really. Anyway, there are other things on their mind at the moment, so let's see what you've got for us, Margaret. Your letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you. M,
And a second.
S,
And another.
L,
And another.
D,
And a vowel.
U,
And another.
O,
And a third.
I,
And a consonant.
L,
And a final vowel, please.
and vowel, and that's E.
Thank you. Here we go. Right, Margaret
6.
and Grace.
7, I think.
Okay, 6, please, Margaret.
Misled.
Yes. You think you've got 7?
Mollies. Tropical
Just
fish.
spell it.
Mollies.
Mollies. What are mollies?
A tropical fish, I think.
Right. What tropical fish, Richard?
A small live-bearing killifish, which is popular in aquaria and has been bred in many colours, especially black. Mollies is absolutely there. Well done.
Yeah, well done. That's very good indeed for that one. Well done.
That's great.
Mollies.
We've got a couple of 7s. We've got dollies. Almost the same word anyway. And modules. Modules.
Good. Well, mollies and dollies and modules. Very good. So look at the score there. 41 and 28 on to round 7. Grace, 4 letters, please.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Grace. T,
And another one.
F,
And a third.
and N,
And a vowel.
I,
And another one.
A,
And another one.
E,
And a consonant.
S,
And another one.
C,
And another one.
and T.
Thank you. Starting the clock. Yes, Grace.
8.
An 8, Margaret.
No, only 7.
Okay, well, what's the 7?
Fancies.
Fancies. Yes, fancies. Now an 8.
Faintest.
Faintest.
Faintest, we have faintest.
there,
Is
faintest.
certainly 8,
4,
yes. Very
7,
good.
8.
Fattest,
Faintest, yeah. Sorry?
The annoying thing, you've probably seen it now, haven't you, Margaret? If you put a T on the end of fancies, you would have had fanciest, which is kind of annoying for you, I guess.
Yeah.
We've got sevens, infects, fatties, faints, all along the route.
Okay. There was a fanciest that you didn't get, but you should have. You would have if you could have. You would have if you could have.
I would have.
Anyway, you didn't. So, scores are 49 and 28, and it's Margaret.
Consonant, please.
P,
And another.
N,
And another.
R,
And another.
S,
And a vowel.
O,
And another.
I,
And a third.
E,
And a consonant.
D,
And another consonant.
and G.
Thank you. Starting the clock. Yes, Margaret.
6.
6, Grace.
8.
And 8. Like your 8, don't you? Here's the 6 from Margaret.
Primed.
Yes, primed. Now, Grace, the 8.
Promised.
And promised. Oh, yes, promised. Lovely
Yes.
word. Promised.
Promised is the best we have too. Imposed, 7. And lots of 5s like ridge and... Oh, that's it.
Yeah. No, well, promised is fine. Absolutely good. So there we are. Another 8 then for our champion there, 57 and 28. And it's Grace's letters choice.
Consonant, please.
S,
And another one.
Z,
And another one.
R,
And a vowel.
O,
And another one.
I,
And another one.
O,
And a consonant, please.
T,
And another one.
L,
And a vowel, please.
and U.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay, Grace.
7.
Yes, Margaret.
7.
Good. What?
Riotous.
Riotous. There are lots of vowels in riotous, aren't there? Yeah, Grace.
And riotous.
And riotous.
We're all riotous, but no more than that.
Lots
I
of
think
vowels.
this is the smallest word you've ever had, but I did want to include zoo.
Oh, yes.
I just liked it being there.
Well, of course, zoo.
1 Z and 2 O's. You don't
Absolutely.
often get that.
But look at riotous, all those vowels. 1, 2, well, say all those, but there's
Riotous.
4, aren't there? But riotous. 4 vowels. Riotous, good. Okay, the 7 goes on, so 64, 35. Margaret, your first stab at the numbers.
1 large and 5 small, please, Carol.
Thank you, Margaret. Right, the numbers then. 10 and 3, 7 and 5, 1 and 50, and a target this time of 365.
365 days in the year. 365. Well, I think they both got it by the body language there. Margaret, 365.
Yes, 365.
And Grace,
365.
go on then, amazing. You tell us.
50 times 7 is 350.
50 multiplied by 7 is 350.
3 5s are 15.
Okay, yep.
And add them together.
And add the two together, 365.
And go on, Margaret.
Slightly different. 7 times 50
Is 350
plus 10 plus 5.
plus 10 plus 5, yeah.
Okay, 10 points, ladies. Well done. All right, well, tea time, teaser time, and in spite of being admonished for giving clues, in fact, I'm going to give you a clue because, I mean, I just wanted to give you this one because I think it's quite a good clue, actually, if I may say so. Here's the word, well, there's the jumbled up word, and see if you can pass the test. Okay, so it was too easy, but it was a good clue, wasn't it?
It was far too easy.
Well,
I didn't get faculty,
good. Good. 'Cause
but I got lasagna like that.
Okay. Well, you know, some people like to. It's good that people win occasionally. You know, it's good for us all to get things right. Good for the morale, I think, of people watching.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And the feel-good factor is, I think, what's important. Just like we feel at the moment, especially Grace on 74, poised for another century. If you get 74 at this stage, you're well on course. But let's see how the things develop now. We've got 5 rounds to go, and we've got Grace's letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
P,
And another one.
L,
And a third.
S,
A vowel, please.
E,
And another.
I,
And another.
E,
A consonant.
M,
Another one.
X,
And a vowel, please.
and O.
That's it. Counting down. Okay, Grace.
6.
6. Margaret.
6.
Margaret, 6.
Expels.
Expels.
Yes.
Yes. Grace.
Simple.
Simple. And expels. We have for 6 there. Joan.
We have a 6-2. We have exposed, but we're having a little consultation here about simplex.
Yeah, simplex is there for 7. Technical term, it's an adjective meaning composed of or characterised by a single part or structure. Simplex is there for 7.
That's
There's
7.
loads of 6s, but there's only the one 7 that we've seen.
All right, well, 6 we had in the bag there. So we move on now to letters from Margaret, please.
Consonant, please.
S,
And another.
T,
And another.
N,
And one more.
C,
A vowel, please.
I,
And another.
U,
And a third.
E,
And a consonant.
K,
And a vowel, please.
and A.
Okay, thank you. Here we go. Right now, Margaret.
7.
Good. Grace.
7.
Grace is 7.
Intakes.
Intakes. Yours?
Unstick.
I hope unstick, but I don't know one.
Yep, unsticks is there.
Good.
It's how an aircraft takes off. There you go, unstick.
What do you mean it takes off?
To unstick, to cause an aircraft to take off. It's here.
No.
Unstick, yeah, it's there.
Was that the sense in which you meant it?
No.
We're having an argument about the word cineast, which would be good, except that I think it has 2 E's in it.
You can spell it either way, either without the finally or with the finally. So cineast is fine for 7.
Just spell it for Carol.
Cineast.
You're chairman of the BFI or something very
Yes,
grand, aren't you?
enthusiastic for film.
Yes.
Yes, that's what
Mad about
cineast
film.
means, yes.
Okay, well, you're cineast there. Right, 87, 58, 3 rounds to go. Let's have Grace's letters.
Consonant, please.
G,
And another one.
J,
And a third.
N,
A vowel, please.
E,
Another one.
O,
And another one.
A,
A consonant.
D,
Another one.
T,
And a vowel, please.
and E.
Okay, the final countdown with the letters. Yes, Grace.
6.
6.
6.
Right, here, Margaret, 6.
Donate.
Yep.
Goatee.
Goatee. You spell goatee for us.
Goatee.
That was up from Mr. Sampson, as
Very
in the
good,
beard.
very good, very
But-
good.
Don't we think that you could add a D to that? Oh, have we got a D here?
Yeah.
Yep. Goateed adjective.
So goateed. Could have had
He
a-
was goateed, i.e. we had a goatee.
Somebody was goateed.
Both
they-
bearded, goateed. It's the same logic. Very good.
Okay, well, we believe you. Thousands wouldn't, but there it is.
Oh,
Anyway,
black and
that's
white.
yeah, absolutely. It's in the book. Now, just to look at the figures. Here we've got 93, 64, and numbers from Margaret.
1 large and 5 small ones, please, Carol.
Thank you, Margaret. The numbers then are 6 and 2, 5 and 8, 10 and 25, haven't seen that for a while, and a target of 808.
Oh, lovely. 808. Very nice. 808. Excuse me. Yes, 808 then, Margaret.
I think 808.
Okay, you're declaring 808.
Yes.
Grace.
810.
Okay, well, we go to 808 as declared by Margaret.
I think I've messed it up. 6 minus 2 is 4,
It is.
times the 8.
It's 32.
I've used the 8 twice.
Oh, you've added it. You've done
Yes.
that times that is 800, and then
Yeah.
you use the
Okay,
800.
810, Grace.
6 minus 2 is
4.
4. 4 8s is 32.
Yeah,
Times 25.
is 800,
And then add the 10.
and add the 10. Yeah, 810.
Yes, well, it's good enough for 7 points, Grace, and it's actually brought you to around 100, by the way, so you're on 100. Carol.
Okay, it's all about how you make the 32. So if you say 5 times 6 is 30, add on the 2, 32, multiplied by 25 is 800, and then you've got the 8 left to add on, 808.
Well, there we have it. So move on to the last round here. Can she improve on that 100? Let's see. Or can Margaret snatch some points here? Let's see what happens. We have our eyes on the screen, fingers on the button. Please now reveal today's Countdown Conundrum. And that took 3 seconds to say, Margaret.
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Ah, yes. A rough word, but there it is in all its glory. Barbarian. Well done. So you finished with a very commendable 74, but they're on the 100, their century, so her second century for still the current champion, Grace Page. Well done, Grace. Okay, well that was a very good game between you ladies, and I know you've had a good time talking about life in the school secretary's room. Your various schools. I know you're both retired now, but it's lovely to see you playing such a good game. So Margaret, we say farewell to you and give you a goodie bag. And it's a long way up from Cornwall to Leeds, but it's probably even longer back.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but we're very glad you came, and I hope you are too. So thank you very much indeed to Margaret Goldsmith. And here's a nice name, Fraser Melson. That's not like a little village in Cornwall, it's the name of our next contestant. Hello, Fraser.
Hello.
Now, what, 3-second conundrum, how'd you get on?
I got it, but after Margaret.
After Margaret.
Yeah, a bit too late.
Okay, right, well, you look a healthy sort of chap, so we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and you two, and you one, and from this one it's goodbye. Don't forget to email countdown@channel4.com. We're relying on your words of wisdom to help me open the programme. So if you don't like what I say at the beginning of the programme, it's normally your fault. Anyway, this is me at the end of the programme saying goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Up next, a gorgeous bit of Gothic. Transylvania is where it's at for today's Place in the Sun.